What's going on, YouTube? Today is July 14th, 2024. Y'all know what time it is. My tube is getting a little, I'm not going to say empty, but it's taking a while to fill up. So let's see what we got. This did come from Money Metals Exchange. If you are looking to give back to the channel, link in the description below. First link in the description below is my Money Metals link. Full disclosure, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing that you hear here is financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions. This is merely what I'm doing, and I'm sharing that journey with y'all. Love these bags. You know, something I've been thinking about for a long time. Oh, by the way, my fan is on. It's on low. Hopefully you don't hear it too much because it's hot. It's a solid, I don't know, but it's hot. So, y'all are gonna have to live with it. I'm sweating for you. So, this is really in there. One thing I've been thinking a lot about is how being cheap has cost me throughout my life. What do I mean by that? Do I mean buying cheap things and having to replace them? Sure. But what I really mean by that is not getting in the game aggressively. And that game is, you know, when I started stacking gold and silver, I was cheap. You know, I stacked only silver because I didn't have the money for gold, and I didn't stack enough of it because I was cheap. And looking at what the prices have done, that was a mistake. Look at those. I mean, I love these Money Metals rounds they have. I just love them. And I did the same thing with stocks. The same thing with even savings. You know, saving money, you know, in an account. Back in the day, I remember when it paid 4%. Now I'm getting 5%. And I wish I hadn't done that. I wish I would have gotten a whole lot more aggressive. I wish I would have really gotten on the grind a whole lot more. Because time is my enemy. My money and my assets need time to grow. You know, and what is an asset? Well, an asset is, for instance, silver, platinum, gold. There's one of those mercs, man. Can y'all see that? Let's see if you can see that. Yeah. One of those mercury gold pieces that I love so much. That's an asset. Stocks are an asset. Savings can be an asset. And don't get me wrong, I've done okay, but I'm playing beat the clock. You know, I'm in my early 40s, approaching the end of my early 40s, and entering my mid 40s. And I have a goal by retirement, a monetary goal. And that goal today is going to be different tomorrow, because in today's money and what it's going to be in 15, 20 years when I retire, it's going to be two totally different things. What $1,000 buys me today, it's probably not going to buy me the same thing in 15, 20 years, guys. So I think a lot about that. And being cheap has cost me. You know, waiting and oh, I'm going to wait for this to go down. I'm going to wait for this stock to go down before I get in. I'm going to wait for this metal drop in price before I get in. Well, guess what? Pretty much all those things went up. So that is one regret that I have. If I could go back and do things and be a whole lot more intent about how I did things, aggressive, I would do that. And that's in the markets, that's in gold, that's in silver, that's in platinum. I would have started stacking platinum a whole lot earlier. I would have started stacking palladium before it was what it was financially. I would have started stacking gold. Not so much as earlier, but far more aggressively. But I was cheap. and I cost myself a lot of growth, a lot of potential. I'm still doing pretty good, but there's always room for improvement. You know. Also, if you could take a moment to like this video, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget that Money Metals link. 3 of you have used it. I don't know which 3, and I truly appreciate that. Like I said, it does benefit the channel if one more person uses it. So if you're looking to get some gold, some silver, some platinum, that's my go-to for platinum pretty much. Use that link. It helps me out greatly. I would greatly appreciate it. It's no additional cost to you. Check out my Rumble. But like and subscribe on this channel as well. Drop a comment so I know you're here. It helps the channel grow. It helps the algorithm. I do know I have not been posting as much and coming by a lot of your channels as much. I've been trying to make an attempt to do that. Very, very busy. And a lot of people say they're busy, but I really am. So it's a lot to juggle. But that being said, I appreciate you being here. And, you know, again, none of this is financial advice, but if you are on the fence about doing something you really want to do, my thought process is don't wait. You know, if everything inside is telling you want to, you know, go toward this goal, do it. Don't put it off. Just work toward that goal. You know, be intent about it. Be intense about it. Be aggressive about it. Be smart about it. You know, I mean, everything comes with a risk. We may lose, we may win. A lot of times it's a mixed bag. There's wins, there's losses. Sorry, I need to take a sip of a cold beverage here. It's toasty in here without the fans on. That's the one regret that I have, for sure. So if you're in that camp, I mean, what was gold when I started buying it? It was well under $2,000. I want to say it was 14, 15, 1,600 bucks an ounce. I should have bought a lot more. And a lot of people right now are either not buying gold or silver, or they're selling. But my thought process is, I don't want to be in that boat again where I was like, man, should have bought more at X price. Because you know what? Historically, there's an upward trajectory. And I can't ignore that. And it's like that with a lot of different asset classes. You know, one thing I've learned about people who are wealthy, which I myself am not, I'm very poor, but I've learned that the wealthy stack assets, right? They don't stack liabilities. There's a good crunch. They don't, if you're listening, Bob, this crunch is for you, Mr. Death from Below. They don't stack liabilities. They don't hold on to their cash with nothing, you know, with it doing nothing. And they don't make frivolous purchases. They don't care about looking rich. They care about being rich. And that makes a lot of sense to me. And I love that piece. That's what I want to do. Liabilities mean nothing to me. Assets mean everything to me. I like to trade my time for income to turn into assets. I think that's a very, very important thing, and I think most people don't do that. I think a lot of us have that in common. I think a lot of us in this community do that, and I think it will serve us very, very well. That being said, like the video, subscribe to the video. Thanks for coming by. Check out the Rumble. Use that Money Metals link, and whatever you do, make good decisions. Go after your goals. Show intensity. Be intense. Be intent. Be aggressive. And keep stacking.